Welcome back to the deep dive. Today, we're getting into something pretty fundamental, the teacher-student relationship.
Mm.
Specifically, what makes that connection, deep? We've got some interesting source material that goes way beyond just like classroom instruction.
Yeah, exactly. It challenges that sort of transactional view of learning information for payment. Our sources point to a much richer dynamic.
There's this one line that really jumped out at me. It says, parents and child are one generation, husband and wife are the second, yet the student and teacher relationship is third.
Wow.
Right? Think about that. It puts this bond on par with family ties, suggesting it's incredibly formative, like a kind of lineage of knowledge.
That's a powerful way to frame it.
Mm.
It really underlines the potential influence a teacher can have far beyond just the subject they teach.
So how does this actually happen? The material introduces this idea of sanshin, three elements, right?
That's right, Sanshin. It breaks down how this deeper transmission occurs. The first part is Kuden.
Kuden, verbal transmission, so just talking.
Well, yes and no. It's more than just lecturing. Think of it as the direct sharing of knowledge, insights,
Mm.
the stuff that doesn't quite make it into the textbook.
Okay, like the teacher's personal understanding, the nuances.
Precisely. It's the living voice bringing the information alive.
Yeah.
Context, subtleties, that sort of thing.
Got it. Then the second element is taden, physical transmission.
Yeah, this is the embodied aspect. It's crucial for anything hands-on, obviously.
Like learning an instrument or maybe a craft.
Exactly. Or even, a martial art. It's the physical demonstration, the hands-on correction, the learning through doing and watching. Things you just can't get from words alone.
Makes sense. And the third, shinden, heart or spirit transmission. This sounds like the deepest level.
It really is. This is harder to pin down, perhaps. It's about transmitting the essence, the core understanding.
Beyond just facts or techniques.
Right. It's that click, that shared wavelengths. Maybe it's about passion, attitude, the why behind the what. A connection of spirit, you could say.
Okay, so if these three things are key, then just, signing up for a class and showing up, that's not really enough to be considered a true student in the sense, is it?
Not according to these sources, no. They really stress that paying fees and attendance are just the baseline. It's not automatic.
So what does it take? The teacher has to recognize you somehow.
Yes, the teacher's recognition is vital, and that recognition is based on the students. Well, their heart, their dedication, their readiness to actually receive the teaching.
Okay, so what qualities make a student receptive? What are the requirements?
The material mentions a few key things. First, emptying oneself.
Mhm.
Humility, basically.
Yeah.
Being open and not thinking you already know everything.
Right, dropping the ego a bit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Then showing sincere dedication, going beyond just a surface-level interest. Really committing.
Kind of dabbling.
Right. And having the right spirit, the right temperament for learning. Being willing to struggle, maybe.
And it even mentions making real sacrifices.
Yeah, that commitment again.
Yeah.
Showing that the training, the learning is genuinely important to you. Time, effort, maybe other opportunities given up.
So it's about engaging fully Kuden, Taden, and Shinden.
That's the idea.
Okay.
It's a holistic connection. The student needs to be present and active on all those levels.
It really puts a lot of emphasis on the student's active role, doesn't it? It's not just passive reception.
Absolutely. And the exchange itself is profound. The teacher isn't just giving information. They're transmitting potentially their life's work, their essence.
A huge investment from the teacher's side.
Definitely. And what does the student offer? Primarily, the sources say their time and that deep dedication we talked about.
So it's fundamentally non-transactional at this deep level. You can't just buy this kind of relationship or understanding.
That's the core message, I think. It has to be earned. The student has to demonstrate they're worthy of that deep investment from the teacher.
It really shifts the perspective on learning.
It does.
So wrapping this up, we've looked at this multi-layered connection, verbal, physical, spiritual, and how crucial the student's own attitude, dedication, and the teacher's recognition are.
It's a two-way street built on commitment.
Definitely. So a final thought for everyone listening. Thinking about all these elements, what does a truly meaningful learning experience actually look like for you in any field? And maybe more importantly, how much does your own approach, your own openness and dedication shape whether you can access that deeper level of understanding? Something to chew on.